Hi everyone, it's Hatsy and I'm back with a create a sim and a speed edit in The Sims 4. Today we're going to be doing a BARB inspired sim from Stranger Things. So if you've been watching Stranger Things recently, you'll probably know who BARB is. She was a massive feature of season 1, and I say massive feature, she was a massive feature to me, okay? I loved BARB, but I have to say like Nancy's my favourite, but I thought that she'd be the kind of go-to girl to do, so I thought, okay, why not just like mix things up and do like a BARB inspired sim. But if you do want to see a Nancy inspired sim, I'd love to do that because I think she'd be really fun to create. But this sim is only inspired. I don't know like how many times I've said inspired so far on this video. Oh my goodness, probably like 4 or 5, so I've got to start repeating myself. But what I mean by that is like she's not going to be exactly BARB, even though they have the same name and the same traits and everything. Like there are differences. And that's because I saw some like really artistic pictures and things on Google, so I thought, okay, well why don't I just do something like kind of artistic, because when it comes to speed edits, it's really nice to kind of do your own thing and have a bit of freedom rather than create something that's really like realistic and you know how it is. So yeah, I hope I'm not going to offend anybody. I feel like I am, just because there's such a big fan base and like people can get really funny like when you get stuff wrong. Doesn't matter, do you know what, I had fun. So I kind of wanted to talk about Stranger Things on this video because I have watched season 2 and like I won't spoil anything, I don't want to do that, no, that's not what I'm about. But I've been really enjoying it and I loved what they did for season 2. I love all the new characters. A favourite of mine was actually the stepbrother. Oh my goodness, I don't know why, like people aren't talking about him, why? Like I've seen no tweets, like no Instagram posts, nothing. Why aren't people talking about him? I'm sorry, but how good looking was he? I'm sorry. But yeah, and I also have a theory. I think that when it comes to season 3, okay, this is kind of a spoiler, but not really. I think he's gonna turn out to be gay. And the reason why is because when he was looking at, what's his name? Is it Steve? Steve in the shower, I think it was. Yeah, he was looking at Steve in the shower. He got a bit too up and personal, but there we go. So this is BARB's creator sim. Let me know what you think as well about my theory. Do you think I'm right? Or do you think, or maybe though, there was that housewife. Okay, right, I'm gonna stop spoiling things, so we're gonna get back to this. So yeah, like 2 minutes in, and I've already, I've just spoiled everything. No, I haven't, it's all right. So it's really hard to go through all her like formal outfits and activewear and stuff because honestly, like you don't see BARB in activewear or sleepwear as far as I'm aware. I don't think you do. It was weird actually because I went to London for the Halloween party. I went with Molly and Steph. It was like a YouTube Halloween thing that was going off. I've like talked about it before in previous videos, but went to London and at Topman or Topshop, well that kind of chain of shops anyway, well they were having a massive Stranger Things display going on, and it was like in the window and there was this doctor and he would determine like whether you were telekinetic or not. It was really cool, but the only problem was they had way too many people and like it just didn't work. Like you'd be queuing for what, an hour and a half to find out whether you were telekinetic. And are you though? Like are you really? I mean, it's just funny. But yeah, another thing was Molly really wanted a BARB t-shirt or like BARB jacket, I think. But this was the issue. So we went to Topman / Topshop. They were all sold out of the BARB stuff. But like, why? Like, why have a huge display? This was, okay, bear in mind, this was only like a couple of hours into them opening. Like, if that, you know, they'd already sold out. Like, why didn't they get extras? Because they were open for the whole day and they had ran out probably by like 10:30 in the morning. Like, that's mad. I'm sorry. But how weird's that? So yeah, we were just like going around and then looking at all the models with the t-shirts on, but not being able to buy them because you weren't allowed to have the ones on display. Really weird. But yeah, it was packed. Oh my goodness. Such a big fan base, and it was really nice actually. I'd get a BARB t-shirt. I'd have this on a t-shirt. I know I would. I still need to do t-shirts. Why haven't I done them yet? I'm such an idiot, honestly. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. The fact that, like, I will forget, and then I'll remember on these speed edits, and I'll be like, oh yeah, the t-shirts. So yeah, remind me in the comments, t-shirts, get them done today. It's Sunday. perfect day for doing t-shirts because I can properly research companies and stuff like that and get some good stuff, because I actually want to make myself gym wear. I know that's really weird, but like I have a really cool idea for a top that I want to create. So yeah, like when I do create stuff, oh my goodness, I'm gonna do it later, I promise. But yeah, I've been working on loads of art recently, so I'm gonna share loads of stuff onto Instagram, and I also shared this picture onto Instagram as well, just in case you're curious. Like, go and follow me over there. It is Hatsy YT, just like Twitter. It's just like my handle for everything, and it's because Hatsy is usually taken. How sad's that? And do you know what it is as well? It's this like random hat company called Hatsy. They've taken every single name, so I can't have anything. So I've just got to have like Hatsy YT. Yeah, so links in the description for that. I don't know why, but my voice is going today. Why? Like, I'm not even ill. I was fine a minute ago, I swear. But maybe it's just a strange thing. Wow. No, can I not do that? Going back to London, really weird. I actually lost my car in London. I don't think I've spoken about this, but I might have as well, but it was really embarrassing. So went to like Top Man, Top Shop, shopping with Molly. Steph went home at this point because she had a stream that she had to be on, so like she went back. But we were walking around London, and that, my friends, is when I remembered that I lost my car. Like, I forgot where I parked it, and like we were trying to track down the car park for where it was, but it was impossible because how many car parks are in London? So we were just like walking down this huge street, because okay, this is what happened. So I said to Molly and Steph, I said, right, I remembered that I've parked my car on this road, and it was like, oh, it was like Piccadilly Lane or something, I can't even remember. But then they said, okay, yeah, we'll remember that, like Piccadilly Lane, yeah, got it. And then the next day, when I was looking on Google Maps, I realised that this Piccadilly Lane, it's probably not even called that, but like just for the story's sake, like, I don't know, I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, this Piccadilly Lane was the longest lane in London, like it just happens to be. It is like the longest thing ever, it goes on for miles. So we're just like walking up and down. So we saw this display of Stranger Things like a few times at least. It was it was great. No, I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, let me know who your favourite character is and if you want to see more of these. I do have a few favourite characters. So my other favourite character is it Dustin? The one with curly hair? Yeah, I think he's great. And I didn't really like him in season 1, but season 2, he was my favourite character. Like, I swear everything he said was just hysterical, and everything he did was hysterical. And the thing is though, it's just so relatable. Like, the fact that, okay, I don't want to spoil anything as well, but he had this like pet thing, and then he was trying to hide it from his friends, but that's what I'd do. Like, I'd have done that, you know? It's just mad. I'm also thinking about doing a Walking Dead create a sim. I don't know how I'd do that. Like, which character? I was thinking Michonne, because she's like a really strong character, you know? But I have a few ideas. I probably wouldn't do Carl, and the reason why is because he frustrates me a bit, like a lot. So maybe another time, but we'll see. I'm taking suggestions at the moment, so anything that you want, just write below, or tweet me, or Instagram me, why not? I get a lot of messages through on Instagram, and I've been trying to reply to a lot of them, but it's really hard because then what happens is like you reply to one and then you get the notification for like all the messages. I don't get it. So going back to the speed edit, I actually lost some of the footage when it came to creating the jacket. So if you're wondering why it skipped a little bit, it's because for some reason, like I recorded 20 minutes of me doing the jacket and action messed up. First time it's ever messed up, but it messed up. So I think my action needs an update. But yeah, I lost the video. Like, how bad's that? But it would have been worse. Can you imagine if I'd recorded like an hour or like an hour and a half and then for it to cut out? That would have been the worst. I'm trying to think. No, it's never done that before. But I'm trying to think like the most I've ever lost of footage. I think it was like Elsa's Frozen Castle or something. Like, I think I lost the videos for that. That was mad. I had to rebuild like the whole thing. Well, that's just crazy. But yeah, so anyway, working on the background, I wanted to include the Stranger Thing lights just because it's like a big thing, you know? I didn't want it too creepy. I didn't want like monsters or, you know, anything in the background. Just like one big demogorgon just like in the background. No, maybe that would be an 11 create a sim. But you know, I think she's kind of the go-to as well. I think that Barb's interesting because, like, you know who she is. She stands out a lot. And she's a favourite for a lot of people. Like, Molly was telling me there's a whole fan base just, like, dedicated to Barb. I was just thinking, really? That's interesting. See, that's quite good. But I had a lot of fun doing the background. I wanted to make the lights really stand out and make it look, like, really dark around the edges of the picture to kind of draw attention more to Barb and the lights. But there's light coming from all different angles. So it's coming from, like, the front, the sides, everywhere, if that makes sense. So when I was trying to work out, like, where to position the light and, like, where it was coming from, it was just pretty much coming from everywhere, which doesn't usually happen with my speed edits because they're usually all coming from the same side, but this one was a little bit different. Anyway, that is the end of it, so I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all future ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.